Wait, let's turn. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Gravette Game Day Live. We're here live from the beautiful Lions Stadium here on the campus of Gravette.
Very beautiful, yes.
My name is Brody Brohan, and I'll be your host.
I'm Holden Betts. I'm your co-host.
And right here is Schoonover, Mr. Schoonover, the Assistant Athletic Director for Gravette Athletics, but we will get to him later. First, we're going to go over scrimmages. Last week, Gravette, 28, Greenland 0 here as the Lions traveled to the Pirates. Gravette offense just too powerful for Greenland. Gabe Holmes 2 passing touchdowns, and Greenland only 3 first downs the entire game. Now, they only played 2 quarters, but that is still a great job by Gravette defense.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. That's a great job. I mean, Kyler Austin had a 1 rushing touchdown, super explosive player. We're excited to see him go on into the season. I think he's really going to be an impact player for us. Cameron Bedwell, he performed really good at the quarterback position for us. Excited to see him. He'll be coming in as a junior. I think good things ahead of him. And our offensive line just dominated, man. Like,
oh, yeah.
I just, there's no other way to put it. We just dominated.
I couldn't agree more. Other scrimmage scores around the conference. Elkins takes down Pea Ridge 28-0. Alma takes down Ozark 20-7.
Clarksville takes down Green Forest 42-8. And then Gentry takes out West Fork 33-14.
So now it's time for the interview with Assistant Athletic Director at Gravette, Mr. Schoonover. How are we doing today?
I'm doing great, Brody. How are you doing?
I'm doing just fine. So for our first question, what are the strengths and weaknesses that Gravette had versus the Pirates?
Well, I think the biggest strength that you see in Gravette this year is the balance that they have. You know, it starts with our senior, I'd say one of Coach Bohannon's leaders is Kyler Austin and what he can do toting the football and what he does as just a physical back, a downhill back, and it fits our scheme as far as what we're doing, what Coach Gowan's doing on a consistent basis, which is running power football. And he does a good job, has good vision. We've got another kid in Jacob Gaylord that's with us this year. Not a newcomer for us, but we're really excited about, just watching him this summer and then what he brought in the preseason scrimmage. He's just a physical back, another downhill kid, seems to have really good vision, good hips. I think he's going to bring a lot to the table. And we got a lot of times in high school football, you only have sometimes you don't have a quarterback. In this situation, we've got 2. And I think that Cameron Bedwell, the sophomore, and Gabe Holmes, the junior, bring a good mix, and they have variety skill set that's going to allow us to open the playbook and do some different things. Offensive line looks very good on offense, and we got some young, skilled kids out on the perimeter. They've got speed. You got a couple of returners out on the perimeter that are good wide receivers. On the defensive side of the ball, I think, it's been last year when you watched our football team, I thought the defense was very consistent. I expect the same thing out of that. Coach Bohannon does a good job on defense, and I think that we're going to be very sound, and I think we're going to be a good group on defense.
Yeah, that's one thing Gravette has that other teams do not is experience, and they can use that to their advantage a lot during the season. What is Gravette mentality needs to be coming into this Pea Ridge game?
Well, I think that tonight's a special night. You got 2 towns that, let's just be real, they don't like each other, and that's what makes high school football special. And so when you have that situation when it's a rivalry game like it is with Pea Ridge and Gravette, you've got kids that have grown up, families that have grown up not liking each other, and so really anybody can beat anybody tonight. So we've got to be very sound. I think that we do have the edge. I think that we're prepared, and I think we're ready to go. But from a standpoint of a mentality, we're going to have to strike first. We're going to have to be a physical football team. We're going to have to eliminate our mistakes, eliminate penalties, not turn the football over, and I think good things are going to happen for us tonight.
Yeah. Who will be Gravette's key players tonight versus the Blackhawks?
I think you talk about the guys that I mentioned just a little bit ago, but there's going to be some other guys that are role players, and some of them really aren't role players. I mean, the Merriworth kid is a kid that started now for a couple years for Gravette and does a good job on the defensive side of the ball. We've got multiple kids on the defensive side of the ball that saw a lot of reps a year ago that I think are going to come up big. And, the guys over at Pea Ridge, they can play football too, and we're going to have to be prepared to stop them. And I think we got some kids on defense that are going to do that. On the offensive side of the football, we have to win the battle of the line of scrimmage. And that's going to be, if we can win the battle of the line of scrimmage tonight and consistently move that front, and that's the key to any football game, is winning up front. If we can win up front with our big boys, I think we're going to see some good things.
Yeah, one thing Gravette really needs to fix tonight is last year, Gravette had 14 penalties only compared to Pea Ridge's 2. Gravette's really going to need to fix that if they want to win this football game. Do you have any message for the Gravette fans watching here on the stream?
Absolutely. Well, first I want to talk about these two young guys right here, and Brody and Holden, and just the crew that's running this stream show with Mr. Galloway. It's just a special deal, and a bunch of special young people here that are diehard Gravette Lions, and that's what I love about this place, is it's full of kids and full of community that love orange and black, and that's what makes it special. But I think that I do want to share with the people of Gravette, I think that Coach Bohannon has these guys ready to go, and I think it's going to be an exciting season, and it's our job as fans and as a fan base, not just with the school but in the community, to get behind our team and really cheer them on moving forward. We made the playoffs a year ago, took a big step there, and I really think that we have the leadership, and I think we have the experience this year to take the next step, which is to go a little bit deeper in the playoffs this year.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Thank you for the interview. Schoonover, we'll be talking to him again when it's time for 7 o'clock sleepers and picks. But now, me and Holden are going to talk about, you can give him your mic. We're going to talk about Hootens. Hootens football, if you don't know what that is, they are basically the quote-unquote experts who make rankings and picks and all that stuff for Arkansas high school football, which is really fun to look at. So we're going to go over how they ranked our conference. And Holden, no surprise here, but who is the number one team ranked in 4A1?
I mean, number one ranked right now in the 4A1. I think it's a pretty solid. I think it's Elkins. They're ranked number 5th in the state. Last year they finished 10-2. Their impact player was running back Deshaun Chairs, and man, he just had an explosive year last year. He had 1,887 rushing yards last season. I think he's really going to be another impact player for them this year, and I think he's really going to dominate.
Definitely. Deshaun Chairs, a player to look at, definitely all-state running back. At number 2, Hootens has the Ozark Hillbillies. They are ranked number 12 to start the year. They finished 8-4 last year, and their impact player is going to be quarterback Colby Wilbanks. Now, they are losing their quarterback and their running back, who were definitely two key players and led them to every single win that they had last year. So I think that's one thing that Ozark is definitely going to lack this year is experience. They really need to get those guys some good reps. Colby Wilbanks had 280 yards and 4 touchdowns as a receiver last season, so excited to see how he does as a quarterback this season. Who's number 3?
I'd agree with that. With Colby Wilbanks, I think it's going to be nice to see him play. And I think number 3, we have us. We have Gravette, not in the top 25. I mean, last year we were 6-5. We had a really big impact player for us was quarterback Gabriel Holmes. He had 635 yards with 6 TDs as a receiver last year. He was a really big impact player, moved around a lot for us, and I really see him being another really big impact player for us this year.
As I said, one thing Gravette has that's going to set them away from other teams is experience. Experience is going to win you football games, and these guys have had quality reps in the past, and that's good for Gravette. At number 4 is the arch rivals of Gravette, the Gentry Pioneers. They are ranked number 20th in the state to start the year. They were 8-4 last year. Their impact player is going to be Shiloh transfer Bennett Roberts, who had 78 tackles last year. Now Gentry losing their quarterback Chris Bell. I think they may recover from that. It's going to be interesting to see how they perform this season, but I think they'll be just fine, and they will definitely be in the playoff run in the 4A1 this year. And who is number 5?
Number 5, we have Lincoln, also a team that's not in the top 25. Last year they were 5-6. But I tell you what, though, their impact player last year, quarterback Drew Moore, 2,904 passing yards and 36 touchdowns last season. I tell you what, he's going to be a really big impact player for them, and I think he is really going to do good for them this year. Yeah,
hot take, Lincoln. I got them finishing 4. I think they'll beat Gentry. Their skill players are what set them apart from other teams. Each team's secondary is going to have to be ready because Lincoln is big, they're physical, and they're super, super fast. So other teams are going to have to keep up with that, and that's what I think teams are going to struggle with against the Wolves this year. At number 6 is the Huntsville Eagles. They are not ranked in the top 25 to start the year. They had a really big drop last year, though, only finishing 2-8. Their impact player is going to be wide receiver Cooper Shepard, who had 435 receptions, receiving yards, and 3 touchdowns last season. I think Huntsville is going to really struggle. I don't think they'll make the playoffs this year. You know, they may have some improvement, but that's one thing the Eagles struggled with last year was their passing game and their defense. Their secondary gave up a lot of deep balls, and that's one thing that really killed them last year. Who's at number 7?
Number 7, we have Green Forest, also a team that's not in the top 25 to start this, but last year they were 1-9. Impact player was running back Ridge Gordon. He had 716 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns last year. That's a player I'm excited to see. You know, I really think he'll do good for them this year.
At number 8, to end it, is the Berryville Bobcats. They are obviously not in the top 25 to start the year. Last year they went 2-8. Their impact player is going to be safety Cooper Summers, who had 60 tackles last season. I don't expect Berryville to do much this year. They've always struggled in the past, and I think this year is going to be the same thing. I don't really have trust in the Bobcats. I really never have. I think it's going to be another struggle year for Berryville.
I'd hop along with that. I mean, they've struggled to pass in the years. Not saying they are going to be a super explosive team, but I'm not going to put them down.
And now it's time for our 7 o'clock sleepers, which are basically underdogs who will put up a fight against the favorite. Now for mine, I'm going to go with the West Fork Tigers. They beat Green Forest last year. They were second in defensive points allowed per game in their conference. Their defense will make tackles led by Gavin Mooney and Harrison Oliver. And they say defense wins championships, and that's one thing the Tigers have that's going to separate them from the other Tigers tonight. West Fork's defense is going to get it done, and they'll get points along with that. I got them doing really well and beating the Green Forest Tigers tonight.
I really like that, Brody. Me personally, I'm taking the Huntsville Eagles. I mean, they've had a solid passing game led by Cooper Shepard. I mean, another key player to watch. I think he's really going to be successful in this year. It'll be interesting to see Dax Wiggins, though, what he can do on his first start. I think it'll be really interesting. I'm excited to watch them battle a tough Lamar team tonight. I think it'll be a good matchup for them.
You know, for me, it's a battle on I-40. It's a rivalry game, just like we have here tonight with Pea Ridge and Gravette. And we got Clarksville and Ozark. I think Clarksville is going to surprise some people this year. They run a unique offense with a spinner back offense. They do a lot of good things offensively, and I think they're going to give some fits to Ozark. I still pick Ozark to win this. Ozark lost a lot of kids last year. Clarksville returns a lot of kids. They've got 6 returning on offense, 6 on defense. There's some experience for the Panthers, but you know, I do in the end think that Ozark's winning ways and their culture that they've set for the last 30 years in football is going to overcome the Clarksville Panthers. So I do pick Clarksville, but I do pick Ozark rather, but I do think Clarksville is going to give them some fits.
Oh, yeah. That's a great pick. And now it's time for the best part of the show, the picks. Starting off with 3A Greenland taking on the Lincoln Wolves. The fan vote was Lincoln by 76%. Me personally, I'm going to take the Wolves. I said they're a sleeper pick this year. I think Drew Moore is going to have a great game tonight. He's going to throw all over the Pirates. I got Lincoln tonight.
Man, I think I'm going to follow you with that, Brody. I think Drew Moore is a super solid quarterback. I think he's really going to put them on his back this year, and I think he's really going to be a step up as a leader and do even better as a quarterback. So I'm taking Lincoln with you.
I'm right there with you, Brody and Holden. I'm going to go Lincoln as well. You know, last year I watched Lincoln play us out here. Their coaching staff does a great job as far as with that spread offense, spreading the football around. It's a simple concept offense that they do. They don't run a lot of plays, but they're very effective at what they do in passing the football. So I'm with you guys. I pick Lincoln as well.
One thing you guys should all remember tonight is that due to the high heat here, all games are moved back at least 30 minutes to an hour. So if you're looking to watch another team, make sure to watch at least 7:30 or 8. Gravette and Pea Ridge tonight will start at 8 o'clock. Now it's time for Green Forest taking on 3A West Fork. The fan vote for this one was split, both 50% and 50%. This is honestly a coin toss game, but my coin landed on the West Fork Tigers. As I said, they got a great defense, and I think that they will back up the offense tonight. I got West Fork knocking off Green Forest.
I'll second you there, Brody. I mean, like you said, West Fork has a good defense, you know, and I really like that about them, so I'm taking West Fork with you.
I'm with you on that as well. Both of you guys, I think you guys are spot on these first 2 picks. I'm going with West Fork as well. I do think it'll be a good football game, but in the end, one of you stated earlier, I think it was Holden that stated earlier, or maybe it was Brody that stated earlier, rather, that defense wins championships. In this case right here, I don't know about a championship, but defense is going to win this football game.
Oh, yeah. And now it's time for the top dogs in the 4A1. The number 5 ranked Elkins Elks taking on number 18, the Pottsville Apaches. Fan vote is Elkins by 92%. That's a no-brainer there. I got Elkins. I got Deshaun Chayers running for at least 3 touchdowns this game. I don't think Pottsville is going to be able to stop him. I got Elkins big in this game.
Man, I tell you what, growing up playing Deshaun Chayers, that kid was just a body to tackle, and I think he's really going to step up for them again this year. I think he's really going to do really good for this team. So I'm taking Elkins.
I'm going to stick with Elkins as well. Now, I will say this. Pottsville's got a bunch of kids that are a bunch of winners. They won the state championship last year in wrestling. They have a lot of those kids on the playing multi-sport kids that are playing football this year. And I expect them to be a physical group, a group that's going to play hard against Elkins. But I do think that Elkins in the end is going to out-athlete, out-cat Pottsville. And I do think in the end Elkins are going to pull it out.
All right, now it's time for number 20, Gentry, taking on Westville out of Oklahoma. Fan vote is Gentry by 76%. I got the Pioneers in this one. Now, I don't know much about Westville, but all I do know is that Gentry knocked them off last year. So the Pioneers and the brand new, quarterback after losing Chris Bell, I think that he'll step up here against Westville. I got Gentry winning this game.
I'm going to go on the opposite side here. I'm taking Westville. Underdog, obviously, with the fan vote being 76%. With Gentry being a rivalry, I love them, but I'd love to see them lose too. Yeah. So I'm taking Westville.
I'm gonna stick with Brody on this. I'm gonna go Gentry on this. Gentry, I know they lost some pieces off of their offense from a year ago, but I think overall they've got a lot of pieces coming back. In particular, they had a couple big move-ins on the offensive line. I think this is going to be a Gentry team that gives a lot of people fits all year long. I think they're a team in the end that'll push for that those top 4 spots in this conference. And I'm going to go with Gentry on this. I do think there's a key injury for Westville. They had one of their key players that hurt an ankle this last week, and I don't think he's going to be playing this week. And he's definitely a key player for Westville. So I see, in this case right here, I think that the Gentry Pioneers will dominate this football game.
Now it's time for Huntsville and number 19, Lamar. Fan vote is Lamar, 76%. Okay. I'm going to take Lamar in this one. Although I think Huntsville will compete, I just think Lamar's offense is going to be a little too much for the Eagles, but I do have the Eagles putting up some points here. I just think Lamar is just going to be a little too athletic for the Eagles to handle.
I tell you what, Brody, I'm taking Huntsville. I think their pass game led by Cooper Shepard, man, I think he's really going to be a big key for them. Obviously, with Dax Wiggins coming in, he's going to be a fresh start for him. But I think, I'm liking this Huntsville team. I'll take them.
I'm going to go with Lamar on this. I think Huntsville will give them some issues. I think they'll give them some problems in different phases of the game, but I'm going to go with Lamar in this situation. I don't know if you noticed this, Brody, but Holden's kind of going in the opposite direction of you and me here. I don't know if he's trying to be the black sheep or what he's trying to do, but I'm going to stick with Brody on this, and I'm going to go with Lamar.
I like your picks, Holden. I like them. Now is number 12, Ozark, taking on 5A opponent, Clarksville. Fan vote is Ozark by 92%. I'm also going to take the Hillbillies, although they took a loss to Alma last week in the scrimmage. I just think the Hillbillies are going to be a little too tough and a little too physical for the Panthers. I know that Ozark lost some key players, but I think that they'll step up. They'll get the win here against the Panthers.
Man, I'd like to agree with you. I think Ozark's really going to come out and step up. I know they had a pretty solid outing last year. Obviously, like you said, losing a couple key players here and there, but man, I really like their physicality, and I just like who they are as a team, so I'm going to take an Ozark.
Yeah, it's my sleeper pick, right, as far as a good football game. But I'm going to stick with my pick, as we were talking about earlier with Ozark. It's the culture and the history of Ozark football, and those kids pretty much all they know is winning. And I think that'll carry over as far as in this rivalry game on I-40 between Clarksville and Ozark. I'm going with Ozark.
Mm-hmm. And now it's time for the game we've all been waiting for. Gravette taking on 5A opponent P Ridge. The fan vote 84% in Gravette's favor. I'm going to take the Lions in this one. I don't think P Ridge's offensive line is going to be able to keep up with Gravette. I think that they're going to get all over Gavin Dixon tonight. They're going to have at least 5 sacks. I think Gravette is going to dominate this football game. I got the Lions.
I'm going to stick with Gravette as well on this, Brody. I am not going to give them the bulletin board material that you just gave P. Ridge. Hopefully you don't hear that before the game starts. But I will say this. I think that it's going to be a hard-fought football game, two teams that are rivalry teams. I think P. Ridge has some good football players that are come out. We're going to have to play a good football game tonight. But in the end, I think that we're ready for a big season, a big kickoff this year. And I think the Gravette Lions are going to do great things. I'm picking Gravette.
And holding the cap off the show, who do we got?
We got Lions by 90.
Lions by 90.
We thank you for watching this episode of Gravette Game Day. We'll have the Den coming up for you guys. And in the game you've all been waiting for, Gravette P. Ridge at 8 o'clock. We'll see you guys next week.
Scene that really brings everybody along with him.
I'm going to have to agree with that. And also somebody that stepped up was Carter Flint. He stepped up and had a conversation with us before practice one day to get our heads right. So I'm going to say Kyler and Carter.
I think Jace stole mine because I was going to go with Carter because I just think that he gives it a lot even though he's like not playing all the time. But he definitely is like one of the leaders trying to make everybody do the right thing.
I don't know, I see you guys up here all the time practicing, so I just wanted to know how hard has the team practiced during this summer?
I think it's probably been our best fall camp since I've been here. You know, attendance has been really good, which is not something that we typically have to worry about here. Everybody's really bought in, but tempo and pace and speed has been really good and just continues to get better.
Yeah, so this year during fall practice, we've just been smacking each other, and it's really fun. We've been just pushing and pushing and pushing to just be better and better and better every day and going faster and just getting the hang of things even more than we already have in the past.
I think it's been really good. I mean, we've been in here almost every day besides the weekends, so lots of workouts, lots of practice, just getting better.
And you know, coming with that is team chemistry. How has the team bonded and built that overall chemistry over summer and fall?
I know from my perspective it's been really fun to watch. You know, we're finally at a stage now where I feel like kids have been in the program since the 7th grade and they're, you know, finally working their way through so they know the expectations. They've played with one another and, you know, they've bled and sweated together and like I said, we've come through the fire and forged our team and have become much stronger. And like I said, it's been really fun to watch and I'm really proud of these guys and ready to watch them play on Friday night.
So the team chemistry and everything, at least all of us seniors, we went out, had fun at Topgolf, and it just brings us closer into a brotherhood than we already were. And then once again, just beating the crap out of each other during practice is also, and then we all, like, none of us have any problems with each other. We all just go out there, have fun, do what we love. So,
Right.
Kind of like Jace said, I mean, we don't just hang out outside of or inside of football. Like, we go outside of football. Like, sometimes the guys get up after practice and go eat together. While I've been here, we've gone and had like a team day where we just went to someone's house and had a little party for celebrating our like off season, and then also going to Topgolf with the seniors just kind of brought us together.
So I know going into this Friday, it's a big revenge game for us. We lost last year, so I was just like, we're going to beat P. Ridge, right?
No doubt.
No doubt.
100%.
100%.
Awesome. Well, that's been the main stage. I'm Cash May.
I'm holding bets.
Tune in next week. Thanks. Welcome everyone to the main stage, the main place at Gravette High School where you can tune in and see your favorite athletes and coaches talk about their respective sport. This week, we're going all in on football. The season is right around the corner, with our kickoff being this Friday against the P. Ridge Blackhawks. Last season, they beat us 27-20, and as we look for our revenge, we have a little bit of insight from some of our players and coaches about how this offseason is going. Here with me, I have
Ashton Spears,
Mike Wells,
Jace Arnold.
Coach Bo.
and today we're going to ask them some questions about how the offseason is going.
All right, so my first question for you guys is, what are the team's expectations going into this season?
You know, for us, they're high. You know, anything outside of a deep playoff run is going to be below our standard, right? So we know coming out of last year, set a high for wins since I've come to Gravette with 6 and being able to host a playoff game. That was great, but it's not good enough, and so, you know, we're planning on making a run this year.
Get my turn? Yeah. I'm going to have to say the same thing. Way higher expectations this year than last year because I feel like we set the minimum of what we can achieve last year, and now we're just striving for greatness and as best as we can be.
So I'm new here, so I don't know anything about last year. But I transferred here about a month ago, but going into it, I mean, I see very good wideouts, very good quarterbacks rotating, very good running back. So I'm thinking like high expectation. I mean, deep in the playoffs, and I just see an overall good team and great bondage too.
Who on the team would you say has stepped up and taken a leadership role?
Probably right out the gate, you know, one of them's been Kyler Austin. You know, he's a 3-year starter, has been in the program, you know, since he came in this thing in the 7th grade, and he just continues to get stronger in the weight room. So, and he's really looked up to by his teammates, and he's a guy that I've seen that really brings everybody along with him.
I'm going to have to agree with that. And also somebody that stepped up was Carter Flint. He stepped up and had a conversation with us before practice one day to get our heads right. So I'm going to say Kyler and Carter.
I think Jace stole mine because I was going to go with Carter because I just think that he gives it a lot, even though he's like not playing all the time, but he definitely is like one of the leaders trying to make everybody do the right thing.
I don't know, I see you guys up here all the time practicing, so I just wanted to know, how hard has the team practiced during this summer?
I think it's probably been our best fall camp since I've been here. You know, attendance has been really good, which is not something that we typically have to worry about here. Everybody's really bought in, but tempo and pace and speed has been really good and just continues to get better.
Yeah, so this year during fall practice, we've just been smacking each other, and it's really fun. We've been just pushing and pushing and pushing to just be better and better and better every day and going faster and just getting the hang of things even more than we already have in the past.
I think it's been really good. I mean, we've been in here almost every day besides the weekends, so lots of workouts, lots of practice, just getting better.
And you know, coming with that is team chemistry. How has the team bonded and built that overall chemistry over summer and fall?
I know from my perspective, it's been really fun to watch. You know, we're finally at a stage now where I feel like kids have been in the program since the 7th grade, and they're, you know, finally working their way through, so they know the expectations. They've played with one another, and you know, they've bled and sweated together, and like I said, we've come through the fire and forged our team and have become much stronger. And like I said, it's been really fun to watch, and I'm really proud of these guys and ready to watch them play on Friday night.
So the team chemistry and everything, at least all of us seniors, we went out, had fun at Topgolf, and it just brings us closer into a brotherhood than we already were. And then once again, just beating the crap out of each other during practice is also, and then we all, like, none of us have any problems with each other. We all just go out there, have fun, do what we love. So,
Right.
Kind of like Jace said, I mean, we don't just hang out outside of or inside of football. Like, we go outside of football. Like, sometimes the guys get up after practice and go eat together. While I've been here, we've gone and had like a team day where we just went to someone's house and had a little party for celebrating our like off season, and then also going to Topgolf with the seniors just kind of brought us together.
So I know going into this Friday, it's a big revenge game for us. We lost last year, so I just like, we're going to beat Pea Ridge, right?
No doubt.
No doubt.
100%.
100%.
Awesome. Well, that's been the main stage. I'm Cash May.
I'm holding bets.
Tune in next week. Thanks. main stage. The main place at Gravette High School where you can tune in and see your favorite athletes and coaches talk about their respective sport. This week, we're going all in on football. The season is right around the corner, with our kickoff being this Friday against the Peerage Blackhawks. Last season, they beat us 27-20, and as we look for our revenge, we have a little bit of insight from some of our players and coaches about how this offseason is going. Here with me, I have
Ashton Spears,
Michael Ellis,
Jace Arnold.
Coach Bo.
and today we're going to ask them some questions about how the offseason is going.
All right, so my first question for you guys is, what are the team's expectations going into this season?
You know, for us, they're high. You know, anything outside of a deep playoff run is going to be below our standard, right? So we know coming out of last year, set a high for wins since I've come to Gravette with 6 and being able to host a playoff game. That was great, but it's not good enough, and so, you know, we're planning on making a run this year.
My turn? Yeah. I'm going to have to say the same thing. Way higher expectations this year than last year because I feel like we set the minimum of what we can achieve last year, and now we're just striving for greatness and as best as we can be.
So I'm new here, so I don't know anything about last year. But I transferred here about a month ago, but going into it, I mean, I see very good wideouts, very good quarterbacks rotating, very good running back. So I'm thinking like high expectation. I mean, deep in the playoffs, and I just see an overall good team, and great bondage too.
Who on the team would you say has stepped up and taken a leadership role?
Probably right out the gate, you know, one of them's been Kyler Austin. You know, he's a 3-year starter, has been in the program, you know, since he came in this thing in the 7th grade, and he just continues to get stronger in the weight room. So, and he's really looked up to by his teammates, and he's a guy that I've seen that really brings everybody along with him.
I'm going to have to agree with that. And also somebody that stepped up was Carter Flint. He stepped up and had a conversation with us before practice one day to get our heads right. So I'm going to say Kyler and Carter.
I think Jace stole mine because I was going to go with Carter because I just think that he gives it a lot, even though he's like not playing all the time, but he definitely is like one of the leaders trying to make everybody do the right thing.
I don't know, I see you guys up here all the time practicing, so I just wanted to know, how hard has the team practiced during this summer?
I think it's probably been our best fall camp since I've been here. You know, attendance has been really good, which is not something that we typically have to worry about here. Everybody's really bought in, but tempo and pace and speed has been really good and just continues to get better.
Yeah, so this year during fall practice, we've just been smacking each other, and it's really fun. We've been just pushing and pushing and pushing to just be better and better and better every day and going faster and just getting the hang of things even more than we already have in the past.
I think it's been really good. I mean, we've been in here almost every day besides the weekends, so lots of workouts, lots of practice, just getting better.
And you know, coming with that is team chemistry. How has the team bonded and built that overall chemistry over summer and fall?
I know from my perspective, it's been really fun to watch. You know, we're finally at a stage now where I feel like kids have been in the program since the 7th grade, and they're, you know, finally working their way through, so they know the expectations. They've played with one another, and you know, they've bled and sweated together, and like I said, we've come through the fire and forged our team and have become much stronger. And like I said, it's been really fun to watch, and I'm really proud of these guys and ready to watch them play on Friday night.
So the team chemistry and everything, at least all of us seniors, we went out, had fun at Topgolf, and it just brings us closer into a brotherhood than we already were. And then once again, just beating the crap out of each other during practice is also, and then we all, like, none of us have any problems with each other. We all just go out there, have fun, do what we love. So,
Right.
Kind of like Jace said, I mean, we don't just hang out outside of or inside of football. Like, we go outside of football. Like, sometimes the guys get up after practice and go eat together. While I've been here, we've gone and had like a team day where we just went to someone's house and had a little party for celebrating our like off season, and then also going to Topgolf with the seniors just kind of brought us together.
So I know going into this Friday, it's a big revenge game for us. We lost last year, so I just like, we're going to beat Pea Ridge, right?
No doubt.
No doubt.
100%.
100%.
Awesome. Well, that's been the main stage. I'm Cash May.
I'm holding bets.
Tune in next week. Thanks.
Check 1 2. Check 1
Check,
2.
check, check. We good, Cash? Are we good?
I believe I'm good. Yes.
We good?
My apologies.
all right, we're
I
good,
tu-
we're
I
good.
turned it off.
Hello, everybody. Welcome here to this broadcast of Friday Night Football on GHSTV. Tonight, we present to you the Gravette Lions playing host to the Peerage Blackhawks. I am Brody Bohannon alongside.
Cash May.
And we are so excited to bring this broadcast to you for the first game of the 2023 football season.
Yes, we are.
Gravette coming into this game with high expectations. They're picked to finish third in the 4A1. Peerage, not so much, only picked to finish sixth.
You know, from what I heard from the pregame show earlier, there's not much to it. like we saw in the Den and Game Day Live earlier. Gravette's here looking for their revenge. Hopefully in the quarterback spot after losing Rhett Hilger from last year, a big asset to our offense that Gabe Holmes and maybe even Cameron Bedwell can step up and take that spot easily. I've heard good things about Kyler Austin. I've heard good things about our receivers from our coaches and our athletes. So hopefully this will be a good game and overall a good year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The captains are about to meet at midfield here for this matchup for Gravette. It looks like it's going to be number 10, who is Gabe Holmes, the quarterback. Number 30, Kyler Austin, the star running back. Number 5, Carter Flint, a receiver and safety. And also fullback, number 12, James Marta. Looks like for the Blackhawks here, the captains are going to be number 2, Mason Wolfenden. Number 11, Mason Jones. Number 28, Seth Foster. And number 52, Ryan Carl. It looks like it's only number 28, Seth Foster, number 2, Wolfden, and Carl. So Jones not out there on the field for the captains, or maybe that's him in the crutches.
Interesting. Very nice cowboy hat, though.
Yeah. As we said, the pregame show last week, Gravette in their scrimmage defeated Greenland 28-0. And in P. Ridge's scrimmage, they were defeated 28-0 by the Elkins Elks.
That's a tough matchup, though. Elkins, number 5 in the state, number 1 in the 4A1 conference. So not much you can look at there. So however you want to take that in, you can.
Yeah. So here's the coin toss. Looks like Gravette has won the toss. Gravette did. They elected a first, so P. Ridge will receive the opening kickoff to start the 2023 season. As you said, Gravette looking for some revenge. They got a good chance to get revenge in this game. P. Ridge's offensive line did struggle against Elkins. The first 2 plays of the game were tackles for losses.
Yeah. So I don't know if I mentioned this already or not, but, you know, like we said on the Den or the main stage, whatever it was, previous time we played P. Ridge, lost 27-20. And like I said, Gravette is looking for a big comeback. Depending on the games that you watched last year, I would not say the defense was our best side of the ball. But depending on the day, Gravette has a very, very, very solid defense.
As the Lions take the field here for the first time in 2023, and the Blackhawks take the field on their side. Yeah, so one thing Gravette is going to have to do that they did not last year against P. Ridge is that they had 14 penalties last year compared to P. Ridge's 2. So penalties can obviously play a big part in football games, and Gravette did not do a good job of that last year. So we'll see if they can pick that up this year.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
And they got to play smart, too, and they're also going to play with a chip on their shoulder. P. Ridge, one of the chirpiest teams in Northwest Arkansas. They love to run their mouth and get into teams' heads. So Gravette's going to have to play smart, not freak out, and just play their football and let their game talk instead of their mouths.
Agreed. Gravette cannot – I would like to say that Gravette can take this game personally, but they should not take it personally too far. You know, P. Ridge, specifically on social media, has been talking some smack. I will say that. I've seen it myself. And personally, I will admit it is kind of funny. But at the same time, it would not look good if they lost today. And talking to some of the players like Jace Arnold, Ashton Spears, and Coach Bohannon, they are fairly confident, if not very confident, that they will come out with a W today.
And looks like this is going to be Gabe Holmes kicking off for the Lions. Back deep to receive for the Hawks is going to be number 1, Wayton Fletcher. And it looks like that's going to be number 3, Braden Wright. Also for the Hawks, as we are about ready for some Friday night football. The 2023 season is underway. Deep kick going to be fielded by Wright. He's got some room to run. He's going to run across. Now he's going to try and cut it back, and it's a good tackle there. It looks like that was Marta to bring him down there at about the 22. So it's going to be first and 10 for P. Ridge.
Good tackle by James Marta.
And out coming for the Blackhawks is their quarterback, Gavin Dixon is his name. Yeah, he had a great season last year, throwing for over 1,200 yards, and he's got a chance to be a key player tonight for P. Ridge.
So, Brody, Have you attended any of the football team's practices over the summer and possibly even the early fall?
Yes, they have been working very hard. They are very prepared for this game, and I'm going to love to see what Gravette has in store tonight, especially the defense. Their defense played very well against Greenland last week.
That's amazing to hear.
And the first snap of the game is going to be a handoff up the middle. He makes a good cut, gets to the outside. He's got some room to run. Running him down is number 1, Connor Acosta. That's 28. Going to be Foster on the carry. It's a first down for P Ridge.
Good room that the Blackhawks created for Seth Foster to get down to the sideline.
P Ridge going to go in motion here. That's Foster in motion. The lineup behind Dixon. Here's the snap. Foster up the middle. He's going to be brought down for a nice 3 or 4 yard gain on the play. Foster's been running hard these past 2 plays. He came ready.
Indeed he did.
We'll call it a 2nd and 6. P Ridge going in an empty again. They got a tight end, it looks like, to the left. Or to Gravette's right. Foster is behind Dixon again. P Ridge love to run those screens over there to those 2 side receivers there in the junior high game. They give it to Foster up the middle. And he is running hard all the way to the marker. I don't know if they'll give him it.
Just a bit short, it looks.
And it's going to be a first down. Good run there by Foster to propel through the Gravette defense. And that's going to get him. That's going to get him down to the 48. It's going to be a first down, P Ridge.
That's my apologies, folks. I can't see very well.
Alrighty, here it's a first down for the Blackhawks from their own 48.
Seth Foster being effective so far, first 3 plays of the
Oh
game.
yeah, will they give it to him again? No, Dixon's back to throw. He hits a tight end. There's a flag on the play, and it is caught.
Gabe Holmes with the tackle.
Yeah, it's caught right there by number 85, Aiden Dickerson, but there is a flag back. Or did they? No, the flag was waved. Looks like. Or was there not a flag? Or hold on, maybe there was a flag. There was a flag. Let's see what it is. It is an ineligible receiver downfield on P Ridge. So this one's going to come back. Yeah, 1st and 15 coming up now for the Blackhawks after that ineligible receiver downfield penalty. That is one play that P Ridge is going to reach in their pocket a lot, is that tight end, a little stutter block and then runs out for a pass. They're going to be looking for him on those targets. They got trips out here to the right, tight end to the left. Dixon takes the snap. And he is met up in the backfield there. That is a great tackle by number 22,
tackle.
Jacob Gaylord.
Way to read the play and get there quickly by Jacob Gaylord.
Nothing there, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and, we'll call it a 2nd and 20.
Man, that was a ridiculous tackle by Jacob Gaylord.
Oh, yeah, great job. Right through that P Ridge offensive line there. Dixon just really had to give it there. I don't know if it was a read or not, but Foster was crushed in the backfield. Here's the snap. Dixon's back to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field, and he overthrows his intended receiver, Waden Fletcher. Oh, he had him there. That's going to be Ashton Spears there on the coverage for Gravette. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 for P Ridge.
Quarterback looks to have a decent arm.
Oh, yeah. Dixon can throw the ball very well. It's 3rd down and 20. Expect a pass here from P Ridge probably. Or you can watch maybe Foster maybe run out on a little screen here. He's been running hard tonight. Gravette's been struggling to tackle him. Dixon's back to throw. Looking. Oh, he tried to throw maybe a little fin route there. And he is going to underthrow him over there to the P Ridge sideline, and Gravette is going to force a punt on the opening P Ridge drive. So P. Ridge is going to punt here. I think that's number 15, Gavin Dixon, who's the punter. It's a high punt. And it's going to bounce over as number 20 there for the Blackhawks, Aaron Burris, is going to down it. Looks like at about the 33-yard line, so it's a 1st and 10, and Gravette's first offensive drive of the season is coming up. Now, this is right here where Gravette can take advantage. They need to score right here off the bat, get P. Ridge's confidence, and maybe get them to lay down a little bit.
Agreed. Like we said earlier, the Kyler Austin factor of a so-called elite running back.
Yeah.
Let's see if he can prove himself right here. Let's see if he can be as amazing as he's been proclaimed to be in practice.
Oh, yeah, it's a 1st down here for Gravette. Here's the opening offensive play of the season. Holmes, it's a reverse to Caden Brown. He's got Green in front of him, makes a cut. Going to get across the 50 to the 45, and he's slung down at around the 41-yard line of P. Ridge. It's a Gravette 1st down.
It's a great first play of the year, especially by Caden Brown to find that room, find an opening, make his way down the field.
Yeah, the sophomore Caden Brown, 1 career varsity touchdown as a freshman last year as he took a kickoff to the house against DeWitt in the playoffs.
Very, very fast kid.
1st down, ball on the 41. Gravette's going to line up with twins to the right there. Austin makes a jump cut. Now he's going to make a juke, and now he's going to reverse field. He's across the 40. Now he's tripped up there. Oh, man.
That was
that was almost a good run there. P. Ridge, great job swarming the ball there by the Blackhawks to bring up a 2nd and 11.
The way he got out of that defensive line, I was hopeful for that. Very hopeful.
Could have maybe broke it outside. Just too many Blackhawks defenders around him.
Yeah.
So that is going to get him back to the 42 after a loss of 1 on the play. We'd love to see a touchdown, but we'll see if Gravette can maybe get into some field goal range tonight with their kicker, Liam McBride. 2nd down and 11. Twins to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Holmes takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Tries to get to the outside. A nasty stiff arm right there as he is just going to be drugged down right there by number 19. We don't have a number for that, but he was holding on for dear life. That actually may have been number 69. Do we have a 69? Yeah, we do. Connor Force there on the tackle. I thought it was 19, but it was actually number 69 there, the linebacker for P. Ridge. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 6 here. They're in no man's land here, so if they can't get a 1st down, they obviously going to have to go for it on 4th down here. Holmes takes the snap, and there is nowhere to go here. Blackhawks swarm him, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play, bring up a 4th down and 7.
Wrapped up immediately.
It looked like a low snap. He bobbled it a little bit in the offensive line. Didn't help much there as they swarm Holmes and make the tackle for a loss of 1. Fourth down for Gravette here. Oh, Holmes is going to drop back. It's a little quick hit, and it's blocked. Blackhawks blocked it. Austin picks it up and is now running backwards. He's going to run even more backwards, and the Blackhawks are going to bring him down at the 31-yard line. Great play by the Blackhawk defense.
That is not a good look or good outcome for the Gravette Lions on the first drive of the season.
Excuse me, they're going to make the tackle at the 33 there.
Blackhawks with some good yardage on the block punt.
We do have a flag on the P. Ridge sideline. Sideline warning on P. Ridge. A little too excited there on the blocked punt, but I don't see a reason why not to. That's a big momentum swing right there.
Yeah. Understandable moment, getting caught up in the game.
Uh-huh. So after the block punt and a huge step backwards, Pea Ridge will now get the ball from the Gravette 33. It's a first down here for the Blackhawks.
Personally, I don't fully understand the decision to punt. My apologies. Personally, I don't fully understand the decision to punt from that spot on the field. But
Foster up the middle, a big carry. There's a flag on the play. It's going to come back for probably holding or something.
Man, they cannot tackle Foster right now.
And Foster's going to get to about the marker, but it's going to come back as number 74, Gitterman, who held there for the Blackhawks. That's going to bring the Hawks back 10 yards and make it a 1st and 20.
We can tell from the first 4 plays of this Blackhawk offense that Seth Foster is going to be a problem at the moment. No doubt.
First and 20 for the Blackhawks. They come out with trips over here to the right, a tight end to the left. It's going to be most likely with Pea Ridge. If they have trips to one side, there will be a tight end to the other. That's what we have seen so far here in this football game. Dixon, he's going to keep it himself, trying to get to the outside, makes a little spin move and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of, that's a gain of 1 on the play, a 2nd and 19 coming up.
Who made the tackle on that?
What was it for? That was Acosta on the tackle there.
Acosta, a good athlete himself.
Oh, yeah.
Multi-sport athlete. Very strong, very fast. Just a good athlete.
2nd and 19 here for the Hawks. Dixon, back to throw, being rushed by Arnold. He's going to heave it deep down the field. Oh, right through the hands of Waylon Fletcher. He's been the Hawks' #1 target tonight, but it falls incomplete. It's a 3rd down and 19 for Pea Ridge here.
It's a good pass downfield. Placed, I would say, pretty decently, just straight through the hands. That would have been big for the Blackhawks offense.
Oh, yeah. Another 3rd down situation for Pea Ridge. They've killed themselves both drives with big penalties to set them back, and they haven't been able to recover from them. Dixon out in an empty set, sends Foster in motion, keeps it himself up the middle, some room to run, and that's going to be Gaylord making the tackle, and then the Blackhawks with a forceful push all the way back to the 30-yard line. It's still going to be short, though, a 4th and... Looks like a 4th and 6 coming up here. A timeout is called, though. Who's it going to be called by?
I'm not sure.
Oh, the refs blew the whistles. It wasn't a timeout. They were making looked like they were making the signal, but nobody called it. Actually,
I'm as confused as you are.
Looks like a 4th and 7 here. They're going to mark it at the 30-yard line, a 4th and 7 for Pea Ridge. I think they are not going to punt it here. I think they will go for it. So this is a big play coming up here.
Indeed.
Okay, there will be a timeout called here as Pea Ridge is going to blow their first of the half. We'll be right back. 4th and 7 coming up here for the Blackhawks. A big 4th down here early in the game.
My guess is they're going to go back to Seth Foster, see if he can get something.
Dixon
Oh,
back
never
to
mind.
pass, flushed, makes a cut. He's going to run for it. Makes a man miss. 1st down, Hawks.
Big play for the Blackhawks.
Great run there by the quarterback, Gavin Dixon, all the way down to the 14. 1st down, P. Ridge. Dixon, going to keep it himself up the middle, making some cuts, and he is going to be down.
Looked like around the 10.
Yeah, it's a 5-yard gain on the play, a 2nd and 5 from the 10. So 2nd and 6 here. Dixon sends a man in motion. Back to throw. And he's going to throw it to that man he sent in motion. That was number 3, Braden Wright, and he could not haul that one in. It's a 3rd down. It's a 3rd down coming up for the Blackhawks. That's 2 passes that have gone right through the hands of P. Ridge receivers tonight.
Only thing I can say to that is figure it out. That's all I can say to it. 3rd and 5. My apologies, folks.
A 3rd down and 5 here. P. Ridge is going to go with trips over to the left side. A single receiver to the right, actually. Not going to go with a tight end. Or actually, yeah, there is a tight end over there that right side, but they're going to send Foster in the backfield now. He's not a receiver. Dixon
Keeping himself
keeps it
again.
himself. That's probably going to be a 1st down, or he may be just a bit short. No, that's going to be a 1st.
I'm not going to judge on that one.
We have a pretty bad angle here from our press box, so we're really just guessing. They're going to roll him short. It's a 4th and 1. They're probably just going to go with a powerful run here. Oh, no, the field goal team is going to come out. Maybe. I don't know what they're doing.
Interesting setup.
This is an interesting setup. It looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. The snap up the middle.
Keep short.
That's 6 points. Touchdown, P. Ridge. That is going to be Foster's first touchdown of the night, and P. Ridge takes a 6-0 lead.
Like I said, Seth Foster is going to be a problem. That is proof that he is going to do damage tonight.
So the extra point unit will come out for the Blackhawks. KK's up. It's a little short, but it's going to go through, and it's 7-0 P. Ridge. P. Ridge going to kick off here to Gravette after the touchdown. Deep kick. Going to squib. And it's going to be out of bounds.
Like a flag on the play, too.
Yeah, kick out of bounds is going to be the call, so we're going to put the ball at the 20 here. Or not. They're moving them up. Goodness. Gravette's going to get the ball at the 35-yard line. So that is going to be good for Gravette. A kick that went out of bounds at the 1-yard line is going to get him the ball at the 35.
Not mad about that at all.
Yeah, well, 1st and 10 here. It looks like Cameron Bedwell is going to be out at quarterback for Gravette here. The sophomore. He's back to throw.
Made a couple appearances.
Has his man Connor Acosta get some speed. He's going to break a tackle, and then he's spun down at the 57-yard line. It's a fresh set of downs, a 1st and 10 for Gravette.
You know, Cameron Bedwell and Gabe Holmes, 2 very good quarterbacks, but also seems like 2 very different quarterbacks. Gabe Holmes is more of a running quarterback. He has that strength. He has that speed. Cameron Bedwell seems like he likes to sling the ball a little bit more, go downfield in the air. And, you know, obviously he's good at it.
Yeah.
So, you know, 2 different quarterbacks, but with very different play styles, but at the same time, they're both very good.
Hand off to Kyler Austin. He gets the outside, has some room to run. He's across the 25, the 20, 15, 10, 5. Oh, he's tripped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Gravette now.
Like we said, there's that aggressiveness from Kyler Austin. You know, talking to Coach Bo earlier this week, Kyler has really stepped up this year and taken a leadership role. There's an example right there of a way to get his team fired up. Great run down the field to get.
Holmes in at quarterback now, going to keep it himself up the middle, pushing. That's 6 points. Gabe Holmes punches it in for a touchdown. And the Lions throw a right hook right back at the Blackhawks. That right there is a 3-play, 75-yard drive for the Lions.
Now to kick the extra point, we have Liam McGuire.
Or 65-yard drive, excuse me. McGuire's extra point is up. It's a low line drive, but it's going to go through, and Gravette with a punch right back at the Blackhawks. It's 7-7. So after Gabe Holmes' touchdown, he's going to come right back, and he is going to kick the kickoff here for the Lions. Now, the Lions, obviously a great drive there. Now their defense needs to pick it up, and they need to keep Foster in the backfield. He's had too many big runs.
Agreed. They need to find a way to keep him from marching downfield and overall just tackling him. And they also need to stay strong up the middle. Their quarterback, I believe it's Gavin Dixon, right?
Yeah.
They need to keep Gavin Dixon from going up the middle on those quarterback runs when he's trying to find somebody downfield.
There was Wright there on the return, and he takes it to the 30-yard line there. That's a good tackle by Kelton McDougal there, and it's going to bring up a 1st down for the Blackhawks. So it looks like Lions going to make some switches on defense here. Cameron Bedwell coming in at safety and Kelton McDougal going in at corner. First down for the Hawks from their own 30-yard line. They're going to send Anderson Foster out as a slot receiver. Line showing blitz. Let's see if they mean it. Dixon's back to pass. He's looking. He's going to heave it down the middle of the field, and he's going to overthrow yet another open receiver. That was right there. Cameron Bedwell on the coverage for Gravette, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Blackhawks cannot figure it out in the passing game right now. 2 passes through the hands, and I think that's a couple overthrows now.
Yeah. Second down and 10 for P. Ridge. Ball is still on the 30. Snap. He'll give it to Foster up the middle. Makes a spin move, and Pride of Lions trying to bring him down. Then the P. Ridge line shows up to the party and is going to give him a nice push. They're still pushing. First down, Hawks. That's an amazing job right there by the P. Ridge offensive line, getting to their running back and pushing for the first down.
P. Ridge coach is fired up after that play.
First down for the Hawks. The ball will be spotted at the 39-yard line. Dixon. Oh, a low snap. He's going to take a deep shot down the field. Oh, good coverage right there by Kelton McDougal to swat it out. A no-fly zone play right there. It's a 2nd and 10 now for P. Ridge.
Great coverage by Kelton McDougal, especially going downfield like that.
Second down here. Dixon. He's going to keep it himself. Then he throws it to the tight end. That's Flint there making the tackle. Big number 85, Aiden Dickerson. They're on the reception for the Hawks, and it's going to be a first down.
Great tackle by Carter Flint. Another one of those guys that Coach Bohannon and some of his upperclassmen teammates have said he has really stepped up in practice and fall camp and really shown that he is able to get it done as a leader and keep everybody, on track and doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Ball on the 49 of the Hawks. First down. You have 2 receivers to the right and a tight end, 1 receiver to the left. Send him in motion. That is going to be number 6 there. Foltz on the carry. Getting pushed yet again. He's going to be just short of the first down by a yard. It's a 2nd and 1 coming up. Hawks pushing down the field forcefully.
Just the run game again. Like I said, they can't figure out how to pass the ball right now. And obviously they're finding ways to get through the offensive line. They're finding holes. Run game's just working right now, way too effectively for us.
Second down, Hawks. Send him in motion. That's right. He's going to line up at a slot receiver. Dixon takes the snap. He's back to throw. They're going to take another shot down the middle of the field. McDougal, and it's intercepted. He's across the 10 to the 15, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and that's going to be a late hit call right there. So Gravette is going to get great field possession there as McDougal makes a great defensive play to get the ball right back. Right there is that defensive play that Gravette needed to get the momentum even more on their side.
Exactly. What an interception by Kelton McDougal. That is a clutch play towards the end of the first quarter. All right now.
So after that interception, Gravette will get the ball at the 35. Holmes back in at quarterback. Here's the snap. Handoff to Kyler Austin up the middle. A good tackle there by number 19 of the Hawks. Again, maybe they do have a 19 on their team, and he's not on the roster.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's number 19. They don't have him on the roster. That's interesting. So from now on, we'll be calling him number 19. And at the end of one, we are tied here 7-7. Second half action, or second quarter action, actually, coming your way.
There you go. And we are back here in the second quarter. Now, before we get back to the action, me and Brody want to talk to you about a couple things. After this game is over and we are done streaming live, please, please, please tune in to our shows, The Main Stage and Gravette Game Day and Game Day Live.
Sorry to interrupt, but that's going to be Jacob Gaylord on the carry. A big gain over into Pea Ridge territory. It's going to be a first down at the 29-yard line.
I completely missed that. I am so sorry. But like we were saying, tune in on the GHSTV channel, not the live stream, but the channel. You can find shows like my show, The Main Stage, where we talk basically podcast style to our athletes, to our coaches, about the offseason, how the offseason went, and how their expectations, what they're expecting to do over the season, how they're going to achieve those expectations. Basically just what they did over the offseason, what they expect to do, and how they're going to do it. And other things sports-related on our channel. Once again, that's The Main Stage at GHSTV.
Also, before every home football game, make sure to turn in live to Gravette Game Day Live. It will be an hour before every home football game on GHS TV as Kyler Austin gets a carry, gets to the outside. He's across the 20, 15, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 5-yard line, and he is pushing over Blackhawks like rag dolls there. Ball at the 5, a first and goal. Holmes takes the snap, a little miscue, runs to the outside, and he is still going to get a 2-yard gain on the play. Ball is now on the 3, a second and goal for Gravette. Oh, his helmet comes off, so Bedwell is going to have to come into the game. And
did his helmet break? No, it didn't.
Oh, no. When your helmet comes off, you have to come out for a play.
Oh.
In at least NFHS rules. It isn't. I think it is in all football.
Did not know that. My apologies.
So take it down and go from the 3. Cameron Bedwell in at quarterback. Kyler Austin and James Martin in the backfield with him. They'll send a man in motion. That's Caden Brown to the outside. That's 6 points. Caden Brown's second varsity touchdown of his career, and Gravette has taken the lead.
What a play. Caden Brown being effective on offense so far. Had a long run down the field earlier in the game during the first quarter. And now with his second career varsity touchdown, what a play by Caden Brown, and what a game so far.
McGuire to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, on its way, and it is good. And Gravette, 14-7 lead. They have control over the Blackhawks now. Caden Brown runs in the 3-yard score there to get the Lions in the lead. And Gabe Holmes is now going to kick off for the Lions. So Holmes. Here's the kick. It's a little pooch kick down. He's going to just step out of bounds there gracefully at the 32-yard line. So it's a first down for P. Ridge.
All right, I got it.
Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will be letting you guys know this because I had these problems during baseball season last year. Unfortunately, our scoreboard broke again. We are terribly sorry about this. We did not expect this to happen first game of the year, but we assure you that we will be fixing that as soon as possible.
Dixon tries to throw a screen over there to right, but it just bounces up to him. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Score update, Elkins up on Pottsville, 10-0, that one. We will try to get more score updates to you as soon as we can. Second down and 10 for P. Ridge. Ball still on the 32. Dixon taking a sweet time to snap it. He does. He's going to give it up the middle. Good run by Foster. Dragged down for a nice 4-yard gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6 now.
Lions might be figuring out a little bit with Seth Foster here.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. Still getting a couple of yards, but nothing that we can't handle.
3rd down and 6 for the P. Ridge Blackhawks. Sends right in motion. Here's the snap. Back to throw. Throws it to right. Cuts back, and he's got some room to run. Cross midfield. Trips a little bit, and he's going to be ran down and tackled. First down, P. Ridge.
Well, they figured out the pass game right there.
Yeah. Kind of knew that was going to come. They'd send him in motion, and then Gravette's going to blow a timeout here as they try to get a sub off the field. That's going to be their first of the half, and we'll be right back. So we're back here after the Gravette timeout. P. Ridge with the ball in the 34. Score update. Ozark is leading Clarksville 14-0 in the second quarter. West Fork leads Green Forest 7-0 in the first quarter.
Student section very vocal tonight.
Oh, yeah. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Got some good room to run. He's still up on his feet. And that is going to be a P Ridge first down, or at least right at the marker. It will be a first down. Blackhawks going to go with a little hurry-up offense here. They're going to empty. Oh, he fumbles the snap, picks it right back up, and then he just throws it right to the cheerleaders. It's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Gravette fans want intentional grounding. I think that probably was intentional grounding. The rule with intentional grounding is that if you're inside the box, if you're inside the tackle box, which is basically in between the linemen, and you throw it out of bounds on purpose, that is intentional grounding, and no doubt that was definitely it.
Agreed, no doubt.
And refs blowing their whistle here. I don't know what's going on.
Personally, folks, I'm just here along for the ride.
Another blown whistle. I don't know what is going on here.
Are they
timeout by P Ridge?
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right.
We'll be back after this P Ridge. So we are back here after the timeout. 2nd down and 10 for P Ridge. Dixon throws it across the middle, and he underthrows it this time, though. Intended receiver number 1, Waylon Fletcher. Bring up a 3rd down and 10 for P Ridge.
Hopefully Gravette can come up with a big stop here, possibly just keep him in field goal range.
Yeah, that really should have been a touchdown right there for the Blackhawks. That
100%.
definitely should have been 6 points, but Dixon just struggling to throw the deep balls tonight.
100%. They're, what are they going to do? I don't know. I want to try to predict at least one play.
They're probably going to pass it here. Or
yeah.
I could see a run to Foster. He's been
pretty good tonight.
2 seconds on the play clock. Delay of game. That's definitely a delay of game, but they're not going to call it. Dixon to the outside. Dixon some room, and he's tackled out of bounds.
Flag on the play,
and then there's
though.
a late flag coming in, but it's over by the line, so we know it's not a late hit. And then he throws it a little further.
That's funny.
That was definitely a delay of game, without a doubt. I don't know if they're going to call it later.
Would it still be 4th down if they did?
Delay of game? No, it'd still be 3rd down. It'd send back 5 yards. If Gravette declined it, though,
it would be 4th down. I know that.
It would be. Okay, let's see. Let's see what the flag is here. Personal foul, blindside on P Ridge. The penalty is declined, though, so it will now be 4th down for the Blackhawks.
Could we possibly see a field goal here, or are they going to go for it again?
I think they're out of range. We're probably going to, yeah. So we're going to have 4th down and 5 here.
Got my hopes up for a field goal. Overestimating people's leg strength.
4th and 5. Lions looking like they're in man coverage here. Dixon's back to throw. Over the shoulder pass. It's complete. Spears makes the tackle there. That has been Pea Ridge's bread and butter, those little out passes there, and they get another first down on it. First and goal for the Blackhawks from the 8.
And we're going to first down and goal for the Blackhawks.
New fresh set of downs for Pea Ridge here.
Blackhawks slowly but surely figuring out the passing game.
Send 2-man in motion. Looks like a tight end and a wing, and also 2 receivers out there to that right side. Low snap. Dixon keeps it himself, runs it up the middle, makes a couple cuts. Now he's going to get to the outside, makes another man miss, and he's going to be dragged by Ashton Spears. He's still not down yet, and they finally bring him down after a 2-yard pickup. Second and goal from the 6.
Right now, my number 2, Ashton Spears for the Lions. And we're going to second down and goal.
Ashton Spears transferred from, I believe, Bentonville from about a month ago. Seems like a very solid football player so far.
He has been. Dixon sends right in motion. We'll give it to him. No, hand off the. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to Foster. Down at the 2. It's a 3rd down and goal for the Hawks coming up here. Foster running hard this drive. He has really been powering through that Gravette.
He's been aggressive all night.
He's really been powering through Gravette defenders.
No doubt.
All night long.
100%, no doubt. He's been aggressive on the running game since the first play of the game.
Third down now. Snap. And he is going to run it himself, and a wide open man in the end zone. Touchdown, Pea Ridge.
That'll probably be an easy tie game at that point.
With 6:20 to go, Pea Ridge with a chance to tie it up here. The extra point attempt. It's up. And it will be good. And your score, Pea Ridge 14, Gravette 14.
So back and switched it.
So here comes P. Ridge. There's the kick. High end over and kick. Vogt is going to watch it bounce into the end zone, down for a touchback.
And a little side note for the game so far. I want to give a shout out to a former member of the stream team, Fletcher Pierce Elsey.
Oh yeah,
the long snapper on the team, starting long snapper. Number
72.
Number 72, Fletcher Elsey. And how I would say it if I was at school, and I'd like to look at the camera for this one. That's the bro. Okay.
It'll be a 1st and 10 for Gravette from, they're on 20-yard line here. Abe Holmes will be at quarterback here for the Lions. You're on their 1st and 10. There's a snap. Throws it over the head, and it's going to be intercepted through the hands of Caden Brown, and P. Ridge is going to catch the tip. Number 33, Levi Brightwell on the intercept, and P. Ridge right back with the ball.
That's tough. That is a tough play. Just a little bit high on the throw from Gabe Holmes. It was pretty well placed, just a little too high off the tip of the hands by Caden Brown. And for the guy that picked it, right place, right time, honestly. What?
First and 10 for P. Ridge from the 30-yard line. Dixon looking to throw. He's flushed. Throws a wide open man into the middle of the field. Touchdown, P. Ridge, and they're right back in front. That was number 20, Burris. They're on the touchdown reception. Gravette's secondary been struggling with the deep balls tonight. They have left a lot of players open.
And a few of Gravette's coaches very unhappy right now, as they understandably should be. You know, not the best to throw an interception and then one play in, allow a touchdown. So.
Little squib kick is up and through the upright. So with that, P. Ridge will take a 21-14 lead. P. Ridge going to kick off here to Gravette. Number 13, Trejo kicking off. Trejo kicking off for the Hawks. Another high end over end kick to the middle of the field taken by Eric Vogt. He's got some room to run, hit immediately back down at the 18-yard line.
Number 7, Eric Bob will return for the Lions. 19-yard line. It'll be first down 10 for the Lions.
First and 10 for Gravette here from the, looks like the 19-yard line. Holmes, snap. He's going to give it to Gaylord. Got some room to run. Gets to the outside, and a good tackle there by number 33 of the Hawks, Levi Brightwell. Second and 5 coming up here for Gravette. They go with an empty set here. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. A screen to Austin. He's going to make the catch. Makes a cut. And he is going to be tackled. After a nice gain on the play, bring up a second and... Oh, we have a late flag, and I mean a late flag. The flag was thrown over by a bunch of P. Ridge players, so assuming it's on them. Personal foul, guessing it was unsportsmanlike on P. Ridge. So that is going to give Gravette a free, wrapped in a box with a cute little bow, first down.
Love the analogy right there.
And basically, it was a present given to Gravette for free.
You know, I understand.
Yeah, who doesn't love presents?
Everybody loves presents, man. They're just the best.
First attempt from the 41. Holmes keeps it himself, gets to the outside. He's got Green in front of him. Makes the man miss. He's across the 40. That should have been a late hit there. They didn't call it. But Holmes is going to get a first down at the 34-yard line of P. Ridge, actually, into Hawk territory.
Great run by Gabe Holmes. Way to keep his composure after last drive and just focus on the game. Find some green in front of him, you know, find an opening. Just march down the field.
First and 10, ball on the 34 for Gravette. Send Kyler out in motion. Will they throw it to him? No, they're going to throw a seam down the middle of the field, and it's picked off by the Blackhawks. Their second straight interception. Number 2, Wolfden got that one.
Did we have some miscommunications on
yeah, it looked like it.
On a route there?
Looks like they tried to run a seam down the hash, and our guy ran a corner route to the sideline, and it was right to number 2, Mason Wolfenden.
Number 72, Fletcher Elsey, fired up after that play.
First down for the Hawks here from the 34. 8 left on the play clock. Send a man in motion. Up the middle to the outside now. Arnold there wraps him up and makes the tackle there. Foster on the carry. 3-yard gain on the play. Is 2nd and 7 coming up here for P. Ridge. Gravette not playing its best football tonight,
No,
definitely.
not at all. This has not been the best football that I have seen personally from this football team. It is only the first half, though, so hopefully the second half will be much better.
Foster to the outside. Dragged down, and that's a P. Ridge first down. Ball is placed on the 47-yard line. Hand off to Foster up the middle again. He's still on his feet. Powerful run by Foster right at the marker. They'll probably give it to him.
Goodness, man. We got to find a way to stop Seth Foster. He is doing too much right now.
First down, P. Ridge.
Number 6 falls from the carry for the Blackhawks. They'll bring that first down to 10.
First down, P. Ridge from the 43. Handoff up the middle. That looks like it's number, it's not Foster. It's a single-digit number. I couldn't get who it was. It's number 6, Garrett Foltz. There on the carry. Send him in motion. Snap. We'll give it to Foltz up the middle, and he's met immediately for a loss on the play. A 3rd down and 7 coming up here for P. Ridge.
Hopefully Gravette can make a stop and get the ball back.
This is where P. Ridge has been dominant tonight, finding open receivers on 3rd downs. Gravette has really left them open tonight and has been struggling to stop it.
No doubt.
We'll see what the Hawks can do here. 3rd and 7 from the 40. They don't jump. Dixon calling a play. Dixon gonna hand it to Foster. Makes a cut and a good tackle right there. Number 49 there. A tackle for the Lions. That was Evan Hegman. And it's going to bring up definitely a go-for-it situation here for the Blackhawks as a 4th and 3. Watch the handoff to Foster here. They'll definitely give it to him again. He's been their key all night on 4th downs. Oh, but he's back to throw. Seam across the middle. Incomplete. And it looks like it was for their tight end, number 85, Aiden Dickerson. He got a little tripped up there and just couldn't quite make the catch with the turnover on downs for P. Ridge.
Lions honestly got lucky on that one. He had a good bit of separation from the guy who was guarding him.
So that's
covering him.
That's a wasted turnover there for P. Ridge as they turn the interception into 0 points. First and 10 for Gravette from the 36 after the turnover on downs from P. Ridge. Holmes back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket, keeps it himself, and he's dragged down there, tackled by number 18 of the Blackhawks, James, the senior. 2nd and 7. Holmes. Scrambling, throws it out of bounds. Smart play there by Gabe Holmes, but it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. Cam Bedwell coming in at quarterback. So expect a pass here probably.
I just noticed our strength coach, Coach Rhodes, is down there. off topic. I apologize. Just pointing things out to myself.
Coach Rose played football at the University of Arizona for the Wildcats. Bedwell. Is that a fumble? It's a forward pass. No, that's a forward pass. I don't know why they didn't blow the whistle there. And then they're going to call intentional grounding? He was flushed out of the pocket, though.
What are we doing?
He was flushed out of the pocket. That is not intentional grounding. Okay, thank you. They waved the flag.
Thank you, Mr. Referee.
So a punt now, has 3 and out there for the Lions.
Saying Fletcher.
Holmes will punt it for Gravette.
Hopefully this
Tice
punt,
Patton running out there on the field.
hopefully this punt will not turn out like the last one, getting blocked.
He definitely did not hit that well. You could, tell by the sound of it as it bounces out of bounds at the 31-yard line, maybe the 30. It'll bring up a first down for P. Ridge. .23 seconds remaining here in the first half. Hawks with a 1-touchdown lead. Ball went out of bounds at the 30. First down from the 30. And Dixon gives it to Foster up the middle. No, that's not Foster, that's Fultz. He's going to pick up a first down to the 41.
First down again.
And I'm honestly going to assume the P. Ridge. Oh, no, never mind. I was going to assume that they're just going to let the clock run out.
They give it to Fultz, and the clock will run out. So at the end of one half, P. Ridge with a 21-14 lead. Definitely did not see this coming.
Not at all, no.
We'll see you at the end of the halftime break.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, your Gravette High School cheerleaders. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your Lion Pride Marching Band. Their 2023 marching show is Pictures at an Exhibition, featuring music by Modest Mordorski. In the upcoming season, the band will travel to competitions in Charleston, Waldron, and Rogers. The drum majors for the 2023 season are Maddie Lovell and Dakota Selby. The band is under the direction of Aaron Ray and Mark Hendrick, with color guard instruction by Michaela Rios. Drum majors Maddie Lovell and Dakota Selby, is your band ready? You may take the field in halftime performance.
Hey, just chill out in here. Here. Do you want me to shut this window so it cools off a little? Or are you good? These are off. Yeah, no, that's on. Leave them all on. Do you know where Addie is? Do you know where Addie is? Yeah. I don't know. Galloway wants her to run the camera for at least 1 quarter, just so she knows how it is. Third quarter. Third quarter. Run camera for third quarter so she knows how it is. Check out this one. Set. Okay, and now start it. That's what I'm saying. We're just gonna set that. And you go back to should be in here somewhere. So, how this room is set up is not optimal, but... Bro, what is that?
Oh, here you go.
That's the lion head. For game day live with
Oh, I want to put on the... Can I put on the lion head?
the mics are live and they're on. Yeah. So, just letting you know. Actually, no. Let me... How will we break something? Okay, we'll put this on first. And then... Put it up. I actually... Gallery said that he wants you to run the scoreboard and stuff for a bit just to see how it works. The scoreboard.
Okay there?
What?
Okay there? Halftime's like over.
You guys got some chat.
We do? Yeah. So I was told by multiple people that I don't either I need to speak louder or
David saying something. He's like
No such thing as a 57-yard line in the mouth.
I put him in timeout.
So I got a button on this. What's it called?
Look at the views. Look at the views. Look at the views.
That ain't bad.
When you guys like mid-game, like the second half, towards the end, you were at 275 views.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, bro, what is this?
All right now. What's it called? I need to figure out how to make this louder because I was told by multiple people that either I need to speak up or the mic needs to be louder. Yeah, because we like just now came out. Because we just now came out of the field house.
I'm waiting for Precious and she's running this for this. Remember the mic is still on.
They're on. But I need to shower when I get home.
We need 2 for you, but I have to bring Gabe home.
Oh.
This is Jack doesn't want to get out of sleep. It's only 9:30. Understandable.
I was so close to switching this.
It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it is.
It wasn't earlier.
Yeah.
I was just moving around a little bit.
What happens if I put it in the middle?
You put what?
In the middle.
Yeah, it'll just be like...
Whoa. Alright, we should probably stop. Probably not. I don't know though.
Okay.
Alrighty now.
Is Addie going up there to the camera?
Huh? Where is my B-ball? cómo estás?
Welcome back here. We're ready for some second half action here in Gravette versus P Ridge. Blackhawks have a 21-14 lead here as we're about to start the third quarter. Number 13, Trejo, going to kick off for the Hawks. Gravette really needs to turn it around this second half. They have not been playing good.
Agreed, no doubt.
It is a bomb by Trejo all the way down to the 3. Eric Vogt's going to take it. Makes a man miss. Still up on his feet and tackled at the 22. Yeah, that's going to be spotted at the 22-yard line. Actually, the 23. First down and 10 for Gravette.
Hopefully the Lions can have a bounce back second half. Excuse me.
Second half.
I am second half. Excuse me. First half was not very good, but hopefully they can have a big bounce back here, possibly with the running game, as the passing game was not very strong.
Speaking of the running game, Kyler Austin, they were a nice carry to get through a bunch of P Ridge defenders all the way down to the 32. He's going to be a yard short of 2nd and 1 coming up here.
All right now.
Like you said, Gravette, they may have to rely on their running game as the passing has obviously not been on 2 interceptions for the Blackhawks. So Kyler Austin, we're going to see if that line can pick it up a little bit. There haven't been very many big holes for Austin to run through, so they're going to have to fix that.
Correct. I mean, it could go one of two ways. They could either try a different quarterback. They could put Cameron Bedwell in more and throw the ball more, or they could just stick to the running game with Kyler Austin. I mean, both options are strong. It's just which one do you think is stronger? That's what it is at the end of the day.
Lions throw a little screen there, and Caden Brown is going to be hit for a loss. It's now 3rd and 5. Looks like it was a little option there. Holmes ran it past it to Brown, and there's nobody to block the safety as he comes down and makes a tackle for a loss. Third and 4. Holmes back to throw, out under pressure, gives it to Austin, makes a cut, gets to the outside, makes a man miss. Good play by Kyler Austin as he gets past the first down marker, and that's going to be a new set of downs for Gravette, tackled at the 36-yard line of P Ridge. Good job by Holmes escaping the pressure and finding the open man there. Lions in an empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Holmes is back to throw. Give it to him again, and he just throws a little low. And it's actually going to be a loss on the play. A 2nd and 12 now coming up for Gravette. Second and 12. Ball on the 34. Holmes back to throw. Has Acosta. Face mask. Come on. They're not going to give him it. Gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11.
Wasn't it just second down, though?
Yeah, it was 2nd down. So it's a 3rd and 11, excuse me. I thought he grabbed him by the face mask there.
It looked like it, and the trainer is coming out towards Acosta. It looks like he's on the ground.
So Acosta's going to come off the field, and a 3rd and 11 coming up for Gravette. Holmes back to throw, flushed, heaves it down the field. Oh my goodness, almost another interception there, and it's going to bring out the Lions punt team.
Offensive line for the Lions not super strong right now, it looks like. Defensive line and defensive ends are easily getting to Holmes, causing him to roll out consistently. Not a good situation for the Lions at all.
Not big holes to run there for Kyler Austin, and not much time to throw for Gabe Holmes, especially on those bootleg passes like you just saw. When he's scrambling out, he's immediately flushed by Blackhawk players, and that's a high punt. Let's see where it's going to bounce. Lions trying to down it, and they will at the 35. So now P. Ridge is going to come out onto the field, and let's see what their explosive offense has in store for the second half. As they have been led by Seth Foster, who has been the star of the show so far for the Blackhawks.
100%, no doubt. Like we've talked about the entire night, he's been aggressive on the running game since the first play of the game. Like off the rip, just pounding the Lions defense.
Ball is placed on the 35, a 1st and 10, first down marker at the 45. Dixon takes the snap. There's the handoff. It's a pretty good run there by Foster. Saying that there is no room to run there, he still bulges through for a 2-yard gain, a 2nd and 8 coming up for P. Ridge. That was Marta on the tackle for Gravette. Ball will be placed at the 38. Play clock at 10. Dixon, little screen. It was low, and it's caught by Wright. Wright has some room to run, and he is just going to run out of bounds. Doesn't want any part there of the Lions defenders, but it is enough to get a P. Ridge first down at the 47.
Blackhawks seem to like their screenplays a lot.
Mm-hmm. The two top passing plays that they'll run is those little screens out to two receivers, and also the little tight end stutter where the tight end, acts like he's going to block and then ends up going out for a pass.
Yeah.
As Dixon's going to heave it down to the sideline, it's incomplete. Good job by Eric Vogt there to get there. Dixon yet again overthrows another receiver that could have quite potentially been a first down, or it was going to be a first down if he hauled that in. Dixon just really, he's really struggling tonight, overthrowing and underthrowing a bunch of passes.
Can't figure it out. Really only figures it out on the short passes.
Mm-hmm. He has been clutch on third downs, though.
That is a very good point.
2nd down and 10. Dixon's going to keep it himself. Nowhere to go. There is a flag coming in, though. I don't know if it's holding or what. We'll see what it is. If it's holding, Lions will decline it. It'll be a third and 12 if it is. We'll see what it is. It is holding on the Hawks. And it's going to bring them. It was going to bring them pretty far back, but the Lions do decline the penalty, so that will be a 3rd and 10 now. Smart decision there to decline the penalty, as that was going to set Peerage back quite far, but it would also give them 3 extra plays to get a first down. So it's now 3rd and 12 now, or 3rd and 13 actually.
Side note, I love the enthusiasm from the student section.
Oh, yeah.
Believe that's led by Holden Betts. Betts
you saw him, and you saw Holden Betts in the pregame show earlier if you watched.
Great guy, Betts brothers, just amazing people.
Dixon, oh my goodness, he is wide open at the sticks. First down, Hawks.
Like you said earlier, Dixon has been clutch in those 3rd down situations.
Austin James, the senior, going to make the catch there. Lions struggling to stop Peerage on 3rd downs. Dixon, a screen to right. Right, picking up some ground, and then he goes down like awkwardly there. Luckily, he's okay, but he bent down and his knee hit the ground awkwardly. He's going to be okay. 2nd down and 6 for the Hawks.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Betts brothers, amazing people. Some of the nicest people you'll ever talk to.
Dixon sends a man in motion. That's right in motion, but he's going to give it.
Seth Foster.
Up the middle is Foster. First down, Hawks.
Number 28, Foster on the carry for the Blackhawks.
P. Ridge yet again forcing Gravette down the field, as Foster has been really well. And, of course, Gavin Dixon just making clutch throws on 3rd downs. Snap. Dixon going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle. Off to the races goes Dixon. Spears tackles him into the end zone. Touchdown, P. Ridge. Gavin Dixon being clutch yet again.
Running game has been the big factor for him, and I don't fully understand how we haven't figured that out yet, but
Yeah. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:55 remaining here in the 3rd quarter, P. Ridge with a commanding 28-14 lead.
I would switch back to me real quick.
Mrs.
I would
Moots.
like to I'd like to give a special shout out to one of my favorite teachers from when I was a freshman, literally 3 months ago. Mrs. Moots, my programming teacher. Just like Fletcher Elsey, the starting long snapper, she is the bro.
Hello, Mrs. Moots. I have her in class because I'm obviously a freshman. She's a great teacher, and she's been one of my favorites so far, definitely.
If y'all are a student at Gravette and you don't go follow her public account on Instagram that, students are actually allowed to follow, go do that. She posts things like sports schedules, FBLA stuff. It's cool. Like I said, she's the bro.
The bro.
Yeah, no, we got some awesome teachers over in Gravette High School.
Oh, yeah.
So, Miss Moots being one of them.
Yeah, right?
Teo going to kick off for the Hawks here. Line drive kick.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. It's just going to be a touchback, though. Good kick there. First down for Gravette from the 20. Bedwell gives it to Austin. Got some room to run. Makes a cut. Still up on his feet, Kyler Austin.
My goodness.
Making people miss. It's a first down from the tackled at the Lion 39-yard line. It's a first down.
I've said this probably all night because, I don't speak much on football, but Kyler Austin is explosive on the football field, and that is a prime example of what he has shown in practice to his teammates and his coaches and what he's showing us that he can do.
Yeah. I couldn't agree with that more. Bedwell. A high snap. Gives it to Austin. And he's going to be tackled for a no gain on the play. Maybe a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9, but we have an injured Hawk on the field.
And we are back. I'm going to take over for the Bowmeister real quick. It appeared that whoever was down had a cramp, but he seems to be all right now.
Caden Brown getting the ball there on a little pitch or something. No gain on the play. Bring up a 3rd down and 9. 11. No, it's 3rd down and 9. Bedwell back to throw. Lets it go. Incomplete, intended for Spears, and the punt team will come out.
You know who's included on the punt team?
Who?
Starting long snapper Fletcher Elsey.
That is true.
That is very true.
Helms will boot it away for the Lions, back deep for the Hawks. Number 3, Wolfenden, and number 12, Stevenson. Good snap, good punt. It's going to bounce out of bounds at the 20.
About the 19.
About the 19, yeah, 19-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down for the Hawks here. A score right here would definitely be extremely big for the Hawks. And here we go. Ball on the 19-yard line. Dixon gives it up the middle. It's going to be a 1st down there. Foltz on the run. And it looks like we have a cramping line on the field.
Because of the heat.
Second down for the Blackhawks. 2nd and 2. Dixon is going to snap it, but there's a flag on the play. False start on the Hawks.
You know, seems like we talked about before the game, penalties. Gravette had a big problem with penalties. Something like you said, 14 penalties on us to 2 for P Ridge.
Oh, yeah.
Seems like we have plenty of penalties going both ways tonight.
I couldn't agree more with that. Referees doing a good job, definitely being consistent and very good with their calls.
Agreed.
Snap. Handoff up the middle. Nice pickup on the play. It's going to be 3rd down now.
Number 28 Foster on the carry for the Blackhawks. That'll be a 3rd down and 4.
And it is 3rd down for the P Ridge Blackhawks, but it does not seem like that will be a problem for Gavin Dixon right now, as he's been clutch all night in 3rd down situations. As my friend Sean Griesenauer would say, he's clutch because he takes pitching lessons with him for baseball.
Run up the middle. It's going to be just short, or we may have got it. And it's going to be really close. They're going to rule it a 1st down, though.
That'll be 1st down and 10 for P Ridge.
Dixon takes the snap. That's probably it's either, yeah, I think it's going to be a false start on P Ridge. I think I saw their
Did you see a flag?
right
I
saw the right tackle there jump.
My bad. I didn't see the flag at first.
Then it's going to be false start on P Ridge, so bring up a 1st down and 15. Dixon. Good tackle there. That's going to be Fultz on the carry.
Number 6 Fultz on the carry for the Blackhawks. That'll bring up 2nd down and 11.
Second and 11.
What? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm my bad. I'm so sorry. I'm not keeping.
Dixon. Oh, my.
Oh,
Wide
no.
open route there in the flats. Oh, makes a man miss. Good move there.
Oh.
He's going to cut back.
Makes another.
He's going to cut back again. And then he fumbles the football.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, my goodness. And then he throws the ball. And Gravette is going to fall on it.
It looks like he tried to lateral or something like that, however you call it.
Yeah.
And he completely missed his guy. Oh, my goodness. And we have another cramp on the field.
Another cramp on the field.
We have another cramp on the field. Oh, my goodness.
But that was number 18, Austin James, who had a great play there. And then he just tries to pitch it. I don't know what he was thinking there, but he just throws the ball away.
That is
and
not.
Gravette is going to fall on it.
I am not I'm not a football guy, ladies and gentlemen, but I can even tell you that is not smart football at all.
Yep, Eric Vogt cramping on the field. He should be okay, though.
Oh. It's because of the heat, man.
Oh, yeah, it is super hot out here.
Very hot, you know. Game was already delayed for how hot it was during the day. It moved from like 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still sitting around 90.
83.
83 right now.
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
88. So, I mean, it's pretty hot, but
it's pretty hot. It's
it is
definitely
just
not
really,
as hot.
Yeah, it's just really humid out here.
Yeah.
Handoff goes to Austin. He's going to get to the outside, and he's going to be pushed down. It's going to be a 6-yard gain on the play. Bring up a 2nd down and 4.
looked like a handoff to. Oh no, Gabe
quarterback
Holmes
keeper, Gabe
kept
Holmes.
it.
He's gonna get to the pin, and they're gonna measure this. Oh no, they're just gonna give him the first down. Holmes.
I would.
He's going to pitch it down there to Austin. Lowers his shoulder and just buries a.
Somebody got ran over.
I think they both ran themselves over there. The Hawks defender went under and Austin went over.
Looks like Caden Brown rolled over Kyler Austin's back. That's kind of funny. I won't lie.
And with that, the third quarter comes to an end with a Pea Ridge 28-14 lead. So it's going to be 2nd down and 5 here. Holmes, hand up. Oh, no, he's going to throw it. That's pass interference. He's holding on to him.
Referees not making the calls they should be. That is, once again, I am not a football guy, but I very obviously know that that is pass interference.
3rd down and 5 now.
No good.
Third down and 5. Up the middle, nowhere to go. So we have 4th down now. Gravette offense is doing not what the expectations are tonight.
Not at all, no. And it looks like the punt team will come out. Not at all like you were saying.
Gentry leads Westville 35-22 in the 3rd quarter.
All right now.
Oh, snap. Holmes picks it up. It's a high punt. It's going to take a good bounce, too. All the way down to the, it's like around the 16-yard line. Mark it at the 17. Good punt there, but the Pea Ridge offense will come out on the field and see what they can do. Another score update for you. Ozark is up 28-0 on Clarksville in the 3rd quarter. First down for the Hawks. Throws a screen. It's caught. See if he can outrun Eric Vogt. He can, and he gets out of bounds at around the. We'll mark him out at the 29. So it's a first down for P. Ridge. There's a flag on the play here. It's going to be false start on P. Ridge. First and 15. Snap. Handoff up the middle. Pretty good run. It's going to get to the 26-yard line and bring up a second down and 13. West Fork leads Green Forest 14-8 in the fourth quarter. Lincoln leads Greenland 20-6 in the second quarter. Dixon keeps it himself.
Oh,
Lots of room to run.
Oh, no.
Goodbye, Gavin Dixon.
No, he might get caught by Caden.
Or will he get caught by Caden Brown?
No.
Nope.
Wait.
Oh, they will rule him down at the 1-yard line.
Wow.
Good job by Caden Brown to get there.
What a run, though. That is
Oh, yeah.
some speed from a quarterback. That is some agility from a quarterback. Just what a play by Gavin Dixon. That's all I can really say about that.
You just got to get a player off the field and get a player on the field. Oh, that's going to be a false start on P. Ridge. Yeah, they're just shooting themselves in the foot right there. But with how explosive their offense has been tonight, I don't really know if that is going to be a problem.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think so.
Ball on the 6-yard line after that penalty. So it's a first down and goal still, only from the 6-yard line this time. Dixon sends a man in motion. Back to throw. Will he run it?
Rolling out.
Throws to the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
Caught. Touchdown, P. Ridge. Right on the touchdown reception. And P. Ridge will now take a 3-touchdown lead with 9:29 to go here in the game. It goes up, and it is good. So with that, your score, P. Ridge 35, Gravette 14. It's fine. Deep kick. It's going to land into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Pea Ridge kicker, Trado, has just been dominant tonight on kickoffs.
Kid's got a leg. Not even going to lie. Kid has a strong leg. Brody, do you have any score updates for us?
Just said some a couple minutes ago, but we'll see if we have any different scores here. Let's see what we got here. West Fork still leads Green Forest 14-8. Greenland still up on Lincoln, or Lincoln is up on Greenland 20-6 still.
Okay.
Lamar up on Huntsville 14-0 at halftime. That game has probably not been updated
Oh,
yet.
and
That's
we
what
fumbled
got.
the snap.
Grant fumbles the snap.
Oh, no.
It's a fight for the ball. And Pea Ridge recovers it. Ozark leads Clarksville 28-0.
Well. Unfortunately, Brody, I don't want to be the one to say it, but I will admit I think we are honestly having a bad night tonight.
Yeah. Definitely not the football that we were used to seeing last year.
No, 100%, no doubt.
It's just the Gravette offense has not been moving the ball well at all.
No.
Just too many 3-and-outs and too many turnovers, and the defense has just not wanted any part of Dixon or even Foster, who's been dominant tonight for the Hawks. Dixon gives it to Foster up the middle. Foster still fighting for yardage. It's a flag in the backfield, though. It's going to be a holding on the offense. So that will set Pea Ridge back 10 yards. A 1st and 20 now.
It is first 20. Sorry. I know. Out.
Dixon sends a man in motion. And they give it to Foster, and he's met up in the backfield for a loss.
Tackle. Way to wrap him up. Oh. My apologies. I'm sorry.
Snap. Dixon up, gives it to Foster up the middle. Goodbye, Foster. Not quite. Oh, and then he fumbles the football. It's going to be waved as a touchback. Or will he be down? They're going to roll down Foster. So it's going to be a 1st down. Seth Foster, have yourself a night. Down at the 5-yard line.
Can't express it enough. He has been a problem since we started the game. Like, he's just been explosive on the run game the entire night.
First and goal from the 5. That's going to be Fultz. Tackled at the 4. 2nd and goal now.
Folks, I would like to say I would like to apologize for the inconvenience on our scoreboard. We cannot put 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal. You get the idea. So yeah, we sincerely apologize for that.
So we'll stick to 2nd and goal from the 4. Dixon running backwards. Dixon has some time to the end zone.
Flag on the play.
Touchdown, P. Ridge, but it's going to come back for a blindside block.
I saw that. That was a nasty hit, though. I will admit that. That was
a big hit, but
tough.
An illegal one.
For real.
So we'll make that a second and goal from the 14-yard line. Dixon. Up the middle is Fultz. Going to be pushed back. It will be 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. Elkins with a crushing defeat on Pottsville. That's a final 51-0.
Oh, my goodness. From the sound of it so far, Elkins will be the team to beat.
Dixon dancing around, and they're going to get him down. Yeah, Elkins definitely is the top dog, and they definitely did prove it tonight.
No doubt.
Against a ranked Pottsville team.
No doubt, 100%.
So Dixon's going to get a pretty good gain there, but it's going to be just short, so the Peerage field goal team will come out here. Kick is up, and he drills it. So that's going to make the score 38-14 with 4:51 here to go in the ball game. So P Ridge is going to kick off here. Deep kick. And it's going to go halfway into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Ball is close to the 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 for the Lions.
Little screen there to Acosta. He's got some room to run. Outruns the first man. It's a foot race. Will they catch him? Yes, they will. All the way down at the 13-yard line.
Did you see that?
Yeah. That's
right
in
in the defender's face.
That's
going to
be unsportsmanlike for both teams, definitely.
I will admit, though, that is funny. I don't even know. I don't. If that comes all the, that wouldn't come. That would come all the way back, wouldn't it?
No.
No, it wouldn't.
It's a dead ball penalty.
Okay. Well. Oh.
Oh, so they're just going to call it on P. Ridge.
All right.
Okay, we'll take it. But
I'm not mad at that.
Hey, I mean, that's one of the moments. That's one of those moments where you go, he started it. that's definitely one of those moments.
He did start it.
First and goal from the 8. They give it to Austin up the middle, and he doesn't have much room. P. Ridge says they have the football.
No shot. Again?
And they do.
Oh, my gosh.
So it will be P. Ridge ball from the 5.
I'm sure the coaches aren't happy right now.
No, I don't think anybody's happy on our side.
No, 100% no doubt.
Yeah. Lions definitely haven't been in the game from the first snap, and P. Ridge has been in the game through the first snap. P. Ridge has been in the driver's seat basically the whole game.
100%. I agree with you.
They've been they've been the more physical team tonight. They've been the more smart team tonight, and it looks like they have wanted it more than Gravette.
Well, I guess we'll say this. Props to P. Ridge.
Oh, yeah. Definitely played an amazing game tonight. You're going to have a timeout blown on the field by P. Ridge.
We will be back.
First down for P. Ridge from their own 5. Dixon hands it off. What a cut there by Foster.
Oh, my goodness.
He is so shifty.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a really good run there. All the way down to a 9-yard gain. It's second and 1. Do you see how fast he cuts? He like jumps in the air, and then he like stutter steps, and then phew, he's just gone.
He gone. I like saying that. It's fun.
Second and 1. Dixon. He's going to give it to Foltz this time. Foltz with a pretty good carry. It's going to be a Blackhawk first down at the 21.
And what are we doing now? Or did we call another timeout?
No, it was an official's injury timeout.
Oh.
But Hunter Robbins looks to be okay as he runs off the field, so that's basically a free timeout there.
All right now.
Up the middle. It's going to be wrapped up and tackled there. Marworth there on the tackle. Gain of literally nothing. Right back at where they were. So it's going to be a 2nd and 10 now.
All right now. Hey, I mean, as long as it's not us going nowhere, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. About 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Low snap. They're going to give it to him up the middle. And down he goes for a pretty good gain there, considering the fact there wasn't much room to run. Oh, man, we have another late flag. Oh, my, and unsportsmanlike on P. Ridge.
You know, I can't say much because we are losing 38-14 right now, but P. Ridge got a mouth.
Definitely.
100% no doubt.
But I mean, hey, if you have a mouth and you can back it up, you're totally fine.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. And personally, in my sports, I live by that.
Yeah,
so,
and I mean, you can't be mad at him.
No.
I mean, yes, chirpy teams are not liked by anybody, but
No.
I mean, if you can back it up, then it's,
Yeah.
I mean, in
100%.
my standards,
And obviously,
it's okay.
they've done that tonight. So.
Yeah. Gonna keep it himself, runs to the outside. Now he's gonna make some cuts. He's wrapped up. Another flag comes behind everybody.
Oh my, man.
So this is going to give P Ridge a little bit of yardage, but the Blackhawks punt team is going to come out on the field now, as it's 4th and about. Oh, what is? No, I forgot. Dixon's the punter. Yeah, 4th and 18 now for the Blackhawks.
And
Assuming,
folks, sorry, my
assuming Dixon's going to punt this one away, or P Ridge is just going to let the clock go and then take a timeout. 1:23 to go. So Pierre's going to punt out of the back of their own end zone. Dixon is not the punter here. It's actually going to be Tenno, I think. Tenno. False start. Gee, that's actually 18, I think. I think that's Austin James who's going to be punting. There's a false start on P Ridge. So James is now almost touching the back line in the end zone. Snap. Low, but a good recovery, and James boots this one. Fair catch by Gabe Holmes at the 35-yard line. Probably Gravette's last chance for a touchdown here. Minute and 18 to go. Blackhawks with a pretty good lead. Bedwell takes the snap. He's going to give it to McGee. Wrapped up and tackled. No gain on the play. Safe. Well, screen there came Brown, and he's met immediately. Third down and 11 for Gravette. They're down 12, actually.
And unless they call something quick and get the ball snapped, that is going to be the end of the game. Folks,
this was a very P Ridge game here.
100% no doubt. And personally, I would like to thank all of you for tuning in with us and, watching the stream tonight. Like we talked about earlier, tune into the actual channel, not just the stream, to see Brody's Gravette Game Day and Game Day live show and me and Holden Betts talk show, the main stage. Thank you to everyone who watched and tuned in tonight. Good night.